Holden. Smith. I should really remember that. Okay. Is a sunk cost relevant?
No.
Correct answer is no. It is not relevant because it is not avoidable. If you've already spent the money, you can't undo that, can you? It's kind of like the cost of this class for all of you is now sunk, right? If you drop, Gesundheit. If you drop today, do you get your money back? Nope, it's a sunk cost, okay? That hits home, doesn't it? That's you. That's you, your bank account. We got some sunk costs going on. So Nick and everybody else, an opportunity cost is a potential benefit foregone. A potential benefit foregone. A potential benefit foregone. Has anybody taken economics in here? Is that how did you define? Did you learn about relevant costs in economics? How'd they define it?
It was the benefit you gave up to make another decision.
Yeah, it's what you give up to. Yeah, make another decision. It's what you give up to make the decision that you made. But first we'll ask Nick, what is an opportunity cost? A potential benefit foregone, which is basically just a shorter way of saying that. It's what you give up to get what you chose, right? What's the opportunity cost of being in class right now? Not taking a nap. Not being outside. Not working, which is not just a thing for this class, but kind of this for this semester. What's the opportunity cost of being a full-time student this semester? You can't be a full-time, it's hard to be a full-time employee at the same time, and so you're giving up that money. Why are you doing that? So you can make more money later. Exactly, right? So you can make more money later. So is that relevant? Is the opportunity cost of being in school relevant to your decision about whether or not to go to school? Yes, because if you have some idea of how much you can earn now without a college degree, that's very relevant because you want to make sure you're going to be able to make more than that with your college degree, right? So it is relevant. Then an incremental cost is the same thing as a avoidable cost, is the same thing as a differential cost, is the same thing as a relevant cost. Those terms are interchangeable. So incremental cost, avoidable cost, differential cost, and relevant cost. Those terms are interchangeable or the same, or synonyms for one another, to use a big word from English class. So incremental cost, avoidable cost, differential cost, relevant cost. They all mean the same thing. Robina, what are those words that mean all the same thing? Gesundheit? Avoidable cost. Differential cost. Relevant cost. And incremental cost, which is the one that's written down. Very good. These terms all basically mean the same thing. So if we look at the next page, in a nutshell, in short, what we are going to be doing is comparing relevant benefits with relevant costs. Right? You can write that down. Relevant benefits, and we're going to compare relevant benefits and relevant costs. So Trey, what are we going to compare? What did you just write down? Trey. Oh, sorry. Tony Vogt. I was looking at least I was looking at the right person, even though I wasn't calling the right name. I have no idea where that came from, other than I was just being really lazy. Relevant costs and relevant benefits. Okay. So let's imagine for a moment that I'm driving an old Honda. Honda Civic, 100 and some odd thousand miles. And the axle broke, both axles broke simultaneously. Wheels fell off in my driveway. And in irritation, you know, I poured some gasoline underneath it and lit it on fire. So my car is officially dead. Toast. It is officially dead. Okay? So I need a new car. What should I buy? How are you doing? Hi.
Sorry, I just had surgery yesterday.
It's good of you to be here.
I know.
What car should I buy? Huh? Another Civic? That's one option? Another Civic. Let's just replace it. What would be another option? And one that's a little more expensive. A BMW? Okay. Or a Lamborghini. A BMW is just a little more realistic than a Lamborghini, given that I'm a University of Central Missouri professor. Okay, so we've got a Civic, which a Honda Civic replacement. Okay, and which BMW did you have in mind?
I don't know, 3 Series?
3 Series. Okay. So those are our two cars. Now, given that scenario that I've just described, what is the relevant cost of my decision? My car is toast, and I've narrowed my choices of a replacement car down to a Honda Civic and a BMW. And we've also established that the BMW is going to be the more expensive choice than the Civic. What is the relevant cost of my decision? Close, not quite. Not, sir. Choice of the repairs. I'm thinking just in terms of immediate short-term ramifications rather than the kind of the long-term ramifications. And this answer was the closest. And his answer was the price of the more expensive car. Yes, sir. The difference is what's relevant, okay? Because can you live in Warrensburg without a car? Really not. You know, not much public transportation, not much way to get to and from Kansas City, that sort of thing. So you really need a car in Kansas City, or in Warrensburg. And so I need a car. I've limited it to these choices so that what's relevant, what's the relevant cost of my immediate purchase decision is the price difference between. And are there some other factors too, like free oil changes versus not, different insurance rates, different, you know, there's some, different gas mileage. There's some other costs as well, but I'm trying to keep this decision a little more simple, okay? A little more simple. And so in the short-term, immediate decision, the relevant cost is the difference in price between those two vehicles.